My name is Christian. This is my reflective video about the CE 300 engineering business class that I've taken this semester. Now, overall, I really enjoyed the class. I know the first day, the first thing I said about this class was it's nothing that has to do with my major, and I doubt this would even help me out when I have a future job or career. But after the first week, I actually learned a lot more. Especially when Dr. Seeger was talking about how this class will teach us how to be more professionals in the engineering field, and as of now, I realize how the professional engineering ethics and fundamental canons of engineering, all that relate within the field, while I'm doing my project or other side jobs too. And one thing that really stuck out to me was the Colbier. At first, I just thought, oh, it's just numbers. It's not really going to say anything to me. It's not going to really tell me who I am. But in reality, it did. And I was really surprised. My numbers were 4458. And pretty much, I've learned that those numbers are true because the first TR1, Technical Report 1, I wasn't too much of a fact finder. I was more of, I wait for my other group mates to find the facts, and then once I get it, I'll review them, look into more, and then put them on the report. But then I'm also more of a risk taker as well. I kept initiating my group mates to do different things in the report that weren't normal and that not everyone in the class was doing. But I did make sure it was an okay with Dr. Seeger's first, but it just some of my group mates said it seemed kind of sketchy, but I was, because of my high Colbier of risk taking was pretty high, that kind of made sense. But another thing that really stuck to me was the Le Monsieur case, with him creating a design in Manhattan that a building actually that could potentially fall over on the side, pretty much crashing or destroying a little church right there. Only if, designs were a fail and the wind was great enough to knock it over, but in reality it didn't. And, I'm guessing his Colbier for his risk taking was really high because he pretty much went under the radar about, long story short, he did construction overnight, and that's something that, it seems kind of sketchy when people think, oh, why did you do it overnight so that no one knows about it? And then the fact that he tried to follow the fundamental canons of engineering by trying to tell everyone else that what he's doing with this project, but instead found the right moment. And when the day he was trying to tell the newspapers, what he was doing with the building, they ended up going on a strike, which was never ever broadcasted to anyone else, which was something I realized was really clever, and still managed to follow every single rule in the fundamental canons of engineering, I meant to say. And pretty much I learned a lot in this class. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I really thought I wasn't going to learn anything, but in reality it actually does. And one thing I want to point out too was the equations, finding the net present value and cash flow diagrams. At first, to me, it was more of a, this should be in a business major, not engineering. But then after a while, I learned it and realized these actually apply to me. For example, TR2, when we had talk about buying or leasing a car, and using those equations really helped out, especially when I'm thinking about buying a car within the next year or so. And I know how to pretty much, kind of estimate by calculating using the equations and our cash flow diagrams, and knowing what demographic I am, as well as opposed to what kind of car I want as well. And all I want to say is Dr. Seeger is a good teacher. I love the way he teaches. He's so passionate about everything he talks about, which is a really good thing. Not many professors are fond about that. They're just, they've been here for so long that teaching the class over and over again is just time for them. But for Dr. Seeger, I feel like with him, every single CE 300 class he has is different. I know with other fellow classmates that told me about his class, I've always seen I've always heard different stories about how his class is, and definitely me taking this class this semester was a lot different than previous semesters. I was told by different students, and I really enjoyed the class. And yeah,